So this is a pretty special gathering. I understand that there's a huge meeting in Berlin next month where concussion guidelines globally are going to be reaffirmed and examined, and some kind of common definition is going to be facilitated. It's not very often that you get people who are world leaders in the same room from two sides of the Atlantic Ocean. So today's a big opportunity. Hopefully some big things are going to come for it, and due testimony has to be paid to the people from Bon Secours, particularly to Bill Maher and Peter Lacey, and also to UPMC, who have of course been at the forefront of this globally. So my thanks to Chuck Pagosta as well today. And we're going to hear from various people from UPMC across the afternoon as well, so you'll get to know a bit more about some of their work if you're unfamiliar with it. But obviously we're here in Croke Park. It's an unbelievable facility. It's always brilliant to say that you're going to work in Croke Park for the afternoon. To come to conferences like this, you really realize exactly what a vibrant and strong organization the GAA is. But they're also thought leaders. They're organizing this because they realize that at some point this may be something that they need to be aware of. And instead of waiting for it to come to their door, they're helping the country understand exactly what we need to understand when it comes to the issues of concussion. So we have to be very proud of that organization and very grateful for the lead that they're taking in facilitating this today. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome the President of the GAA to say a few words, Aogán Ó Fearghaíl.
Good Chair, thank you very much, and all of you, welcome to Croke Park. As we often say here, Fáilte Rómh Go Park on Crokic. We're delighted to welcome you here. In excess of 1 million people attended this venue this year to view our games and our matches. We are a community-based organisation, and we're a volunteer organisation, and that's one of the exciting and interesting aspects of it. I'm delighted to welcome all of you, volunteers in your own right. I noticed on the way in our own advertising just across the road, there's a very large hoarding, and if you look at it, you'll see it says for the hard knocks and the sacrifices. I hope none of you have had any hard knocks this morning or today, but you've certainly given up sacrifices by attending and by giving your time to be here. So we're delighted that you have given that time and that commitment to be part of, as Ger has said, an awareness and a creation of information and a sharing of information. On behalf of the GAA, I want to thank Chuck and the guys from the University of Pittsburgh and the Medical Centre. They are recognised as the world leaders in this whole area of concussion and awareness around that subject, and we're delighted that they have partnered with us, and we look forward to their continued work with us and sharing of information with you. It's good that we have Bon Secours, and as Ger has mentioned, particularly Peter and Bill, I want to thank Bon Secours for, again, their excellence in healthcare and provision that they provide within this country and indeed worldwide, but for partnering with us in this exciting event. I want to thank Ger Ryan, who's the chairman of our volunteer committee, the Medical and Scientific and Welfare Committee, for looking after our players, because at the end of everything that we do, at the end of all that happens here in Park and Crokic, it is about the players, it is about the excitement, it is about the fun, but we do put player welfare centre stage always, and if in doubt we leave them out is our message within the concussion, and we always have to look after our players. They go to work, they play here on Saturdays, they play here on Sundays, and on Monday morning they're back at their desks as students, and they're back at their workplace in garages and in classrooms all around the country. That is a huge and a special commitment that we value, and we value very strongly. So if there's anything at all that happens to them on the playing field, we want to try and help them in whatever way possible. You are the practitioners, you are the people involved on the playing fields, in our clubs and in our counties, and I thank you for being here. I hope that it is beneficial for yourselves in terms of information gathering, but more crucially, for yourselves in terms of how you will deal with potential issues that may arise and can arise, because player welfare is central to everything we do. Thanks to all involved, again to Bon Secours, to the University of Pittsburgh Medical Centre, and to our own committee for organising this. I hope it's like all good gatherings, that it's a two-way process, that we all learn from each other, that we share from each other, and at the end of it all, when we do go home after our day of hard knocks and sacrifices, that if we've brought some value to our players who take the field, in making sure that if an incident should ever arise, that we do the right thing and that the best practice is followed at all times. So on behalf of the Gaelic Athletic Association, thank you for being here. We look forward to what will be, I have no doubt, a very important and a seminal day for all of us in information gathering, information sharing, in the care of our sportsmen and women. Gur maith agah.